Oh man, I've been listening.
You did listening, huh?
I've been listening to the. I started at the beginning again. Yeah, Street Fighter got a little long.
Yeah. You literally quoted the entirety of the movie.
Yeah, why didn't you stop me? I ramble on like an idiot.
You do. And I trimmed that down.
You did.
I cut out whole chunks of you telling us, and then Cammy says this, and to which E Honda replies with this, and then DJ chimes in like, nobody cares. You know what he
Yeah,
did? No, and I don't care.
I used to like this movie. Used to. You told it to me in longer time than the actual movie.
Hello and welcome to episode 70 something. One, it's your episode, so it would be even. That's still odd, Marshall. 70?
Yes,
Welcome to episode 70 of the Watch a Bro podcast. As always, I'm Tristan.
and I am Marshall.
And today we're going back to the future again, and the
And then the
past,
past.
and
Well,
future. It's all taken place in the past, but chronologically, when it was made, there was some futuristic elements to it.
yeah.
Those days
So,
are over. the
yeah, those days are.
the futuristic part of this movie took place 11 years ago. How old does that make you feel, Marshall?
Mm, doesn't make me happy.
Makes me feel about 40.
That's good. You're getting there.
Less than 2 months.
Yup. Join me on the 40 side of things.
I don't wanna.
Uh, too bad.
My 30s were pretty awesome. I'd kind of like to stay there for a while longer.
40s introduced new things like pain.
Oh, I already have that. I should be fine then.
Yeah, yeah.
You forget, I did not take care of my body when I was younger.
You did not.
I'm paying for it now. Not too bad though, because I lost a bunch of weight and I take care of myself now.
That's good. That's a plus. That helps.
Yeah. I don't know. This waking up sore every day though, that's not so fun.
No, that's a thing. That tends to happen from time to
Yeah.
time.
Well, for the last year, I've been saying, "Oh man, I've reached that age where I need to start stretching every day." Have I started stretching every day? No.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
I need to.
acceptance is the first step.
It's a
Then
long
there's
step.
doing it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a while. Well, Marshall,
Yes, Tristan.
drinking a Dr. Pepper today?
I am. It's a cream soda and Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that's so good.
It is.
We've been doing the coconut and the strawberry Dr. Pepper.
Mm, I like the strawberry ones. I don't think I've ever had a coconut one.
They're both fantastic, and I've never really been a huge coconut fan,
Yeah.
and I like the coconut ones. But we do the zero sugar.
Okay. That makes sense.
Well, it's good. It's better for you.
Yeah, they say that.
So, should we get into the specs of this film? Because we're talking about a movie, not soda pop.
We are. Let's get into the specs.
All right, Back to the Future Part 2 is what it's called. Is
Dos.
what it's called.
It is. It is what it's called.
It is directed by the great Robert Zemeckis,
Good old Bobby Z.
and Bob Gale wrote the screenplay.
He did. They're friends.
They are friends. And I
They
was like,
went
"Are
by
we
the
watching
Bobs.
Forrest Gump?" It's once again starring Michael J. Fox as the lovable Marty McFly.
That's good. Fun fact.
Yes,
I'm gonna jump into it right now. Um,
sure.
Michael J. Fox found out that there was going to be a sequel to it when he was watching Back to the Future on TV, and it said to be continued at the end. He then called his agent to make sure he was going to be in the movie.
That is cool.
Like, wait, there's a sequel? It says to be continued. Am I going to be in it? I didn't know.
Did I do okay? I haven't heard anything.
I know I got in the DeLorean at the end, but we're coming back, right? Most of you are.
But you might recognize Michael J. Fox from his stint on Spin City before being replaced by Charlie Sheen.
Yes. Yes, he was on Spin City. He did an episode where he met his mentor, Doc Brown.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of Doc Brown, he's next as Christopher Lloyd.
Fantastic.
That's a weird way to say that. Probably incorrect.
Doc Brown is Christopher Lloyd. Yeah.
You might remember him from his stint on Taxi, or from voicing himself in Robot Chicken.
Oh, I love Jim on Taxi.
He's so good. Taxi's actually on Rachel's and my list to watch.
Uh, I'm not sure what streaming service it's on. Do you know?
I think it's on I think it's on Paramount.
For anybody who's curious, I will have the answer in a moment.
I am on the edge of my seat.
That's good. It's on Paramount Plus
Told you. I
or
know my
Pluto
stuff.
TV.
After Christopher Lloyd, we have the lovable Leah Thompson, who you might remember from the movie Harvey. Wasn't that
Are,
it?
are you talking about Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck!
Harvey's a movie about a visible rabbit.
She wasn't in that one too?
No, that
Oh.
was starring. I'm drawing a
He's still
complete blank.
thinking.
I'm drawing a complete blank. I feel like it was the original Nutty Professor,
Maybe.
whose name I can't think of right now.
Or Dennis the Menace.
She was in Dennis the Menace with Christopher Lloyd.
Uh-huh. Or the Beverly Hillbillies. The movie, not the show. Or 2014's Left Behind. Or as
Jimmy Stewart.
Caroline in Caroline in the City.
Okay, Harvey was Jimmy Stewart.
That's right.
That
I
was
totally forgot Caroline in the City was this show. And even more so forgot that that was Leah Thompson.
Oh yeah.
And totally forgot even more that it's Caroline in the City is considered a spin-off of Friends.
Is it?
According to the Wikipedia.
Who from Caroline in the City was on Friends?
Caroline. Leah Thompson. She was on the episode with the baby in the bus.
And that they're like, we like her.
Apparently. Moving on from Leah Thompson, because we spent
Al-
way too much time on that.
Also, Jimmy Stewart was not the Nutty Professor.
No, he wasn't. That was Eddie Murphy.
No,
I made a funny.
you did make it funny. No, but he was in It's a Wonderful Life and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and Fievel Goes West, things like that. He's not in this
Fievel
movie,
goes west.
but Harvey was such a big movie. There's a tavern named after the movie on 99.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Oh, good. It shut down for a while.
No, it's still there. Big white rabbit, everything.
Yep. There were two of them. There was one in Bothell too,
Was there?
on that corner going to Bothell Everett Highway, onto Bothell Everett Highway where that cycle shop is. That used to be at Harvey's long
Huh.
time ago. We used to see it going to East Side back in the day when we were little.
Okay.
Moving on, we have Thomas F. Wilson, who you might remember from his stint as a Christian musician.
Okay.
And I totally just did that on the fly. I cannot remember the name of his Christian album.
I couldn't think anything funny off the top of my head.
In the Name of the Father, I should have come up with that. Released in 2000. He also has a second comedy album called Tom Wilson is Funny.
If it's in the album, it's got to be true.
It's the name of the album.
I like it. Well, he's pretty funny in the interviews I've seen.
Yeah. Anyway, Back to the Future Part 2 was released November 22nd, 1989. On a budget of $40 million, it brought in a towering $373 million at the box office, making it a blockbuster.
Yeah, I guess that would be most of the starring credits.
They're not giving one to Crispin Glover.
Fun fact, he did not come back for this movie.
No. Fun fact, he sued him for this movie.
He did. Let's get into it now since we're talking about it now.
Go ahead.
George McFly in this movie was played by a man named Jeffrey Wiseman. And they made him look as close to Crispin Glover as they could. They utilized him very little, background shots and so on. Actually, I don't think he had any more speaking roles in this one than just the one bit when he's old man in the future.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry. George
I don't think
McFly
he's-
makes it to 2015
Is he in the third one at all?
in one reality.
Harsh.
And yes, he was in the third one too briefly. But yeah, and then Crispin Glover's like, "Hey, you're using my likeness. I'm going to sue." And then they settled outside of court.
Which I'm surprised he got anywhere because he gave up his likeness or rights to his likeness by being in a movie.
It set a precedent. They changed some things.
Well, Marshall,
Yes.
should we get into it?
We did this already.
No, that was for the specs. Now it's should we get into the movie?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's get into the movie.
All right, we start off with the Vertiusa logo, Universal logo, because Marshall loves them logos.
I do, and this is an old one. It's really nice because it's got the earth, it's got the cool rings around it because it's just
Gives you that
the
nice warm
faded.
fuzzies.
It does. It's warm and it's not that they don't get that crisp digital. You got that nice fuzz of analog.
Oh yeah, gotta love it. But today is Saturday, October 26th, 1985.
Yes, and we are back in the past or the future, depending on how you look at it.
Right.
Marty's home. That's the important thing. He sees his truck and he sees his new girlfriend.
Yes, his new old girlfriend. Bitch. Have you ever seen the reels of this scene side by side?
I have not.
Because they had to
Well,
reshoot this
yeah, I
based
might
off
have
the
seen it.
ending.
Oh, this is Elizabeth Shue, by the way.
It is.
This Jennifer.
And fun fact, while we're here, I
They
don't know
wrote themselves.
why.
They wrote
I li-
themselves into a corner.
How so?
Well, when they did the original one, they had no they didn't have any intention of making a sequel. So they
Sure.
wanted to leave this ambiguous, open-ended ending to it where the three of them get in the car and they fly off. Uh, well, when they came back, they didn't have a lot for Jennifer to do, so they just kind of she went to the past, they shoved her away, which we'll find out in a minute
Oh, yeah, they kind of did write themselves into a corner with that one.
because she wasn't needed there to go to Back to the Future. But anyway,
You know it would have been really fun and interesting to do?
kick her out mid-flight.
You know what else would have been really fun and interesting to do?
What?
If they hadn't had her get in the car at the end of the first one and instead like had Doc show up and be fueling up and have it end with them all standing at the car and Jennifer stays back when Marty goes to the future and then we go it would have been a little confusing I guess, but we go back and forth from Marty in the future to Jennifer like back in the past and we see the change happen with Jennifer where she's like walking and then all of a sudden like everything changes and she's like of course that wouldn't have worked because she wouldn't have. Anyway, different Jennifer. Anyway, just a thought. They could
Okay,
have had more for her to do. I
they
don't
could have.
know. Anyway, I was also like, hey, fun fact, they got the date right, but this was made in 1985. Of course they knew that this 26th was going to be a Saturday. Not like when Jenny died.
Different Jenny.
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
Yes,
That was a Monday, not a Saturday.
and we know because we have the internet.
Yes, we do. But yeah, no, they did a really good job about completely redoing the ending of the first movie with the new Jennifer. Marshall apparently doesn't agree.
No, they did. It did.
Thank
It,
you.
it looked like the what I remembered from the first one.
And you can go on the internet and you can see them side by side, and it is so good. Anyway, Doc's fueling up. Marty's kids are jerks, and cars fly in the future. That's where we're starting off.
Yep. And as I get in the car and drive off, I just love this bit with Biff come running out. He's so excited to show Marty his his matchbooks for his business that he got printed up. He's like, "Hey
Yeah.
Marty, hey, I want to show you what's going on. Where are you going?"
How is he flying? That
Yeah,
might come back.
that might come back. But
Biff comes
yeah,
out and sees a flying car. Yeah, no,
he's
that's
like a flying DeLorean. What's going on? But he was so excited for just a second to show Marty his matchbooks.
yeah. New Biff is awesome, isn't he?
He's a
He's
little
like
more.
he's a little more Dennis the Menace and a whole lot less scary.
That's a good way to put it.
You know, he's lovable. He's a little odd. He tries to get away with stuff from time to time, but he's harmless overall.
Yeah,
Now
but
we get the
with, with the with the Mister Fusion powered up, they're on their way. Doc Ock will be
yep,
proud.
yep. We got the Back to the Future logo, and we have a flying opening credit where we're in a POV of us going into the future. Which this, I'm just gonna say it now. The first time I saw Back to the Future Part 2, I thought it was dumb.
Okay,
Because they go into the future and change something, and they come back to the past, and it hasn't happened yet.
right.
Like,
They're preventing something from happening. So when they get to that point, then Doc and Marty show up. They do their thing, and everything's good.
oh, so they step in so that, wow, first time I ever thought of it that way. if they don't go to the future, then it will happen. So they're doing preventative maintenance essentially,
Yes. Yes, they're
because
doing per
Marty Senior's not going to be able to get involved and stop his kid from being an idiot.
right.
Check. Now we're getting ahead of ourselves. So it is in the future. We land almost. It's October 21st, 2015.
Yes, at 4 p.m.
And we immediately knock out Jennifer.
We do. So there's a few things going on here. One, they're flying through a rain cloud, which is why it's dark.
Uh-huh.
Two, Jennifer gets all excited about the future. She wants to see her wedding. She wants to find out what happened. She wants to know what she looks like. And Doc's like, nope, too many questions. And he zaps her with a knockout ray. Not a ray, but kind of like a Men in Black thing.
Right. Yeah, that's not very nice to Jennifer.
And Doc's like, she was asking too many questions to get to my nerves. I couldn't take it.
That's really, he never says she was getting on my nerves. He phrased it in a way where he was doing them a favor. But yeah, she was annoying and he's like, "Oh, that was a mistake." Zap.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of questions and I don't want to hear her talk anymore. Bzz.
Basically. It's okay for me and Marty to meddle, but she can't ask questions. Let's go.
Yep. So they land, it stops raining.
Yes, yes, and Doc comments on how the weather service is dead on, but the postal service is still lacking in the future.
Yes. But then they get changed Marty, and they totally got the style of the future wrong. That is nowhere near what 2015 style looked like.
Nope.
But they had to guess what style would be like in 30 years.
They guessed a lot of things. They got some things right,
Yeah,
a lot of things wrong.
a lot of things. Flying cars they got wrong. Hoverboards they got wrong. Spoilers. Anyway, Doc has a plan, and he's like, "This is what you're gonna do, and you're basically gonna go into the 80s cafe," which is cool. I like that nod.
Cafe 80s.
Whatever.
It's the name of the cafe.
Yeah, they don't know.
They
Anyway,
said it
it's okay.
like 4 times. Welcome to Cafe 80s.
The 80s cafe, got it. Cafe 80s. Sorry. But the gist of it is that Biff's grandson, is gonna ask Marty Jr. to commit crime, and Marty has to say no.
Right. Just say no. Just say no to Griff.
And I love this part here, the attention to detail, because they did their homework and they're like, people are gonna ask a question, and they were right. So when Doc opens up the briefcase that has like money from different periods of time,
Yeah.
like that's great,
Yes, that is great. He's like, I gotta make sure we're all good.
right? However, he doesn't really need future money because old money's still good.
True. True. He gives him a 50 and tells him to get a drink.
Yeah, which
Not too far off there.
I I mean a 50 for a soda pop's a little extreme, but
Well, maybe he wants a snack too.
so they sent Marty off on his way, and clothes are self-sizing, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah, he's got the self-sizing jacket, the self-lacing shoes. He's got to turn his pockets inside out because kids wear their pants inside out, apparently.
I still wish that would have happened.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah,
And
nothing's stopping us though.
for what true, there's nothing stopping us. But for whatever reason, like I can't figure. I mean, movie's got a movie. They took Jennifer out of the DeLorean and dumped her in a dumpster. Well, no, they put her on a pallet and kind of covered her. Like she'll be fine here. It's just gonna be a few minutes till we get her and go back home. Like just leave her in the
Well,
car. What are you
Doc
doing?
had Doc had some errands to run.
He did, and he didn't want to chance her waking up and rambling again.
Yeah, and he's like, I really don't want her to be here in case she wakes up, so gotta risk leaving her in an alley.
Marty's like, why do we even bring her anyway? I'm like, well, she was there. She saw the DeLorean. What else am I gonna do? It's like, sorry, we're out of here.
I'm pretty sure that's a Family Guy bit.
It's from.
It's what?
I said it's from this. Marty asks, why'd you bring her?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they cover that in Family Guy too. I want
Cover
to
a lot
say
of stuff in Family Guy.
that's true. Anyway, we're in the.
We
Go ahead.
we also learned that Doc went to a rejuvenation clinic, buying himself another 30 to 40 years on his life. And he is wearing old age makeup at when he meets Marty, so as not to scare him, and then he pulls it off, and he looks like he did in the past of the future. Anyway, he's normal age now.
He looked exactly the same to me.
Well, basically, but Yeah, it wasn't a drastic change, but they didn't have to have him in old makeup the entire movie because this was the 30 years older version from the one in the first movie who was they just had him rip his makeup off and say he had a rejuvenation.
Is that what movie makeup looks like?
Yes.
'Cause that was horrifying.
It's horrifying to peel your face off.
Like in that movie Face Off.
Yeah, we should do
So
face
we're
off.
yeah. So Marty's on his own. He's looking around town. We see the
Oh,
sports almanac.
one of the errands he has to run to is take care of Marty Jr.
Oh
Doc.
yes, he has to.
Doc's
Yeah,
yeah. Marty meets Griff. Doc goes and takes care of Marty Jr.
right. Yeah, he has to prevent Marty Jr. from being at the place where Marty Sr. from the past is going to be, because that would be catastrophic.
That could be catastrophic. Catastrophic.
Catastrophic. Drink.
Yeah,
That's only if Al Gore says it. Anyway,
yeah, yeah.
we're at Cafe 80s. Marty gets a Pepsi, sees Griff. Not yet. Hang on. I I jumped ahead. I took really quick notes on this one.
Yeah, yeah. He's
But yeah,
he's
he's
walking through the city. He's walking through Hill Valley.
oh yeah, I don't care about that. We're in the cafe now.
But there's cool stuff in here.
Go ahead. Cool stuff, me.
Like we see Goldie Wilson the third. He sells cars now. And he's playing off the fact that his dad was the mayor of Hill Valley.
Yeah.
We see a sign for Jaws 19,
Yes, we do.
which fun fact. I'm gonna go into this because I love it.
Go ahead.
There was a fake teaser trailer for the non-existent Jaws 19 that was released on October 21st, 2015, and it gave the taglines for all the other Jaws movies, the imaginary ones.
That's cool.
Yeah, Jaws 1 made you afraid to go in the water. Jaws 2 made you afraid to go back in the water. Jaws 3D, which also starred Leah Thompson, a new dimension of terror because it was 3D coming at you.
Ah,
Jaws the Revenge, which is Jaws 4, but wasn't called Jaws 4, is personal. Jaws 5, just business. Jaws 6, pure pleasure, hinting at a romantic subplot. Jaws 7, Cyber Jaws. Jaws 8, Robo Jaws. Jaws 9,
did they already do Robo Jaws?
Jaws 9 was featuring Chief Brody's grandson assembling a super team of shark hunters. Jaws 10, Man versus Shark versus Terrors of the Deep. Jaws 11 took place in outer space. Jaws 12 was the prequel. Jaws
Jaws is
13
a baby.
Jaws 13 was Jaws 12 Part 2, the sequel prequel.
where his bloodlust comes from.
Exactly. Jaws 14, starting a family. Jaws 16, Jaws took a bite out of the Big Apple. Jaws 17, 50 Scales of Grey. Jaws 18, mind blowing reboot. And Jaws 19, the oceans are disappearing. To save their home, the sharks must attack. This time it's really personal.
Wow.
And now we're in Cafe 80s.
One more thing before we leave Jaws is
Yes.
how cool would it be to actually have holograms of the movies that they're advertising?
Oh, yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. See a little hologram of Spider-Man flipping around.
Yeah, just running around New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in 80s Cafe 80s, and Marty gets a Pepsi.
Yep, and we see that
And-
they have TV screens with people on them that take their orders. We see a Michael Jackson look-alike explain the menu to somebody else, and then a Ronald Reagan TV guy
Look-alike.
look-alike is talking to Marty about what he wants.
Yep. And then we see one of those shooter games, shoot 'em up games, arcade
Gunman.
towers. Wild Gunman, that's it. And we see two little kids trying to figure it out.
All these scamps, they plugged it in and got it to work.
Yep.
Fun fact,
Go ahead.
one of these scamps is Elijah Wood,
It
Frodo
is.
himself, and this is his first role.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's in here. So my notes say 80s Cafe, he gets a Pepsi, sees Griff, finds out he sucks, sees Frodo, plays game.
Find out he sucks.
Yeah, because he's Marty McFly Jr. and so he's talking to, I guess, the guy behind the counter or somebody. I can't remember who. It's been a while. And he's like,
It's been he's talking to Old Biff. Old
Yeah,
Biff
that's
is sitting
right.
in the Cafe 80s because he loves them 80s. That's when he
and
was
he's
shining-
like,
I don't-
yeah, too
don't
bad
think-
about your old man.
yeah. and he gets a rundown of uh,
Finds out he sucks.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, he's learning it from Biff, so you kind of take that with a grain of salt.
Nah, I'd believe him.
You believe Biff?
Yeah, in this scenario, because he's got the receipts for it. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
someone called him a chicken. He got in that automobile accident. And when did the whole "nobody calls me chicken" thing come into play? They just made that up for this movie.
Yes, they made it for this movie because they didn't think with the after the first movie, like, we didn't give Marty many flaws, so we're gonna give him this one.
It's dumb.
It's a plot point now, though.
Makes it worse.
But
Anyway,
yeah, they after he shows off with his shooting skills at Wild Gunman, the kids call it a baby game because you have to use your hands.
yeah, right. What do you mean? You have to actually do something? Way wrong.
It's like little jerks.
And then Marty Jr. shows up. Which what Doc? What are you doing?
So yeah, old Biff gets basically pulled out of the cafe by Griff because he's not
Right.
happy with the wax job his grandpa put on his car.
That Biff.
And we actually, I mean, we find out that Biff has kids, or a kid at least, because he's got a grandson.
Oh yeah. Never put that together.
Nope, nope. And I did my math wrong before. And I'm like, how old? But yeah, it's 30 years from Back to the Future to now. So we've got um, probably get Biff's kid goes to school with Marty, or he could have
Yeah,
gone to,
so
or he could have gone to school with Dave, his older brother. That's why we don't see a modern, I guess, or current version of Biff or Biff's kid. Or anyway.
there's gotta be a little Biff spawn runner in there somewhere.
Mhm.
Miff or something like that.
We're just gonna say Biff and Biff Jr.
Whiff or
Biff Jr. We'll
Biff
we'll
Jr.
we'll go with Biff Jr. But yeah, that at that point, Biff yells at Marty and says, "You stay put. I'm going to talk to you after I deal with Grandpa." And then actual Marty Jr. comes in, and Marty hides.
That's when Marty goes and plays the video games.
Yeah, after he's done playing the video games, Marty Jr. comes in, and Marty Senior dives behind the bar to hide.
Right.
And since there's not actually any bartenders, no one notices him back there.
Right, because it's all computer people.
Yes.
Anyway, so Marty Jr. gets roughed up a little bit because Griff comes back in and is like, "I thought I told you to stay in here," and Marty Jr. is like, just got here, man,
Yeah. But Marty
Yeah.
Jr.'s kind of a
idiot."
yeah, we'll go with that. I was gonna call him a weenie, but
Oh yeah, definitely, big old weenie.
actually I think that's what Marty says.
Guy's a wuss.
Yeah, that's it. But
But
the
yeah,
whole I don't think we told him what the plan was. Um, Doc earlier had showed Marty the next day's paper that Marty gets arrested and jailed for 15 years. Um,
they make him an example.
Yeah, well, no, that's just how it works nowadays. And it was after a 2 hour, and the whole legal system works a lot quicker now that there's no lawyers. After 2 hours of deliberation, he's sentenced to 15 years. Apparently, his daughter tries to break him out of jail, and he gets in trouble herself, and it just kind of leads to a whole spiral of downfall of the McFly family, which is why they're here.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's supposed to meet Griff and just say no, get out of the whole thing, and be done with it.
right. So Marty Jr. gets roughed up and thrown behind the counter.
Yes, he
And
does,
then Marty
and
Sr. is like, "Hey, stay down, stupid." And then Marty Sr. gets involved.
he does. It's a big change when when Marty Jr. stands up again.
And everybody notices. And I
Yeah.
love that they not only notice, but they react to it. They're just like, "What's
Like,
going on here?
did we knock something loose?
Oh, what have we done?"
Because Marty Sr. has an aura about him that's just like, don't mess with me.
Grew up in the 80s, tougher times.
He did.
So he tells Griff no, and Griff makes fun of him. And he's like, "No, just stop it. I'm not doing your dumb thing." And Griff's like, "What are you, chicken?" And that sets off Marty for some reason now.
Yeah. And one of Griff's gang members has like sounds in his outfit.
It's like a soundboard on it on himself.
Yeah,
And he plays a chicken sound, and that sets off Marty.
it does. Oh, hang on.
Huh.
So Griff, just like his grandpa, has a little gang of three people. And his gang is Data, Spike, and Whitey. Those are Griff's. Spike is the lady. Dad
Ah,
is the one with the little things on his face because
sure.
he's got chipped implants. Also, Griff has chipped implants too.
Also not a thing that we have yet.
No, no, we do not. Well, not to that extent, but we've got
No.
other things.
We're getting there. Anyway, so a fight breaks out. And it doesn't go well because Griff's crazy.
And he's cybernetic. He gets bigger.
Oh, is that what it is?
A little bit, yeah. Almost like
But he
hulking out.
he kind of Marty tries his famous, "Hey, what's that over there?" to sucker
Yeah,
punch him, and it doesn't work.
it doesn't work. He catches his fist.
And then he looks over and he smiles, and Tom Wilson has got some face.
Yeah.
He can really face with the
Um,
expressions
he
to
acts
be
well.
scary looking. Anyway, we have
But
a hoverboard chase,
I think we get our only um, nut shot in the whole Back to the Future.
and it's necessary. It's not
It
for laughs. It's for life saving.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Biff caught his punch and like it was twisting his hand back. So you do what you do, throws Biff into the team, and then runs outside and grabs a hoverboard,
Yep, and he's off.
which is the
He's like,
coolest thing ever.
"Little
Hoverboards
girl, I need to borrow your hoverboard."
by Mattel.
Yeah, which is great. And so he hovers off, and Big Biff, Biff Senior, Grandpa Biff,
Old Biff,
Grand Biff, Old Biff, is like, "Oh, this looks really familiar."
original Biff,
Rich classic Biff.
Biff classic.
But I like that yeah, I mean, it's a total rehash of the first scene, and Biff's like, "I've seen this."
Yeah, he's like, this is very familiar.
But yeah, so they run off, and it's all great, and then Marty gets stuck on the water because Griff's got baseball bats he's swinging,
Yeah,
and
extending
he's
baseball bats. Everything is nothing
super
simple in this
techy.
future. Yeah,
No, but not wrong. That's pretty accurate.
except the extending baseball bats.
Sure, but just the influx of tech and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. We definitely leaned into the alien technology.
Anyway, uh, Griff gets out his bulldog,
Pitbull.
pit bull, and it is gas powered.
It's something. It's got little rockets on the back. We find out that hoverboards don't work on water unless you have power,
Could have told you
which
that.
Griff does.
Yeah, and then they got handles so he can bring his gang with him,
Yep,
and he's like,
it's all for
"Batter up!"
show. It's animalistic puffery.
You called me a puffy animal.
Yes,
Anyway, what's that from?
it's a show we don't quote that often.
Clearly,
Let me tell you,
yeah.
Big Bang.
Okay. Yes, it is. Did you just call me a puffy animal? No. Okay, now you're starting to make me mad. Ooh, he was calm about it. That's extra scary.
He feels like a Biff.
I'll bet. Anyway, so Griff is gonna take Marty's head off.
Basically, yeah, that's the plan.
Marty jumps in the water at the last minute, ducks out of the way.
Yep.
Him and the gang get launched into the clock tower town hall.
Yep. Fun
If you
fact.
notice, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, no, you're gonna say it.
There was an injury during this scene.
Oh, that's different fun fact than I have.
If you notice, yeah, when they're flying into the building, the stunt double for Spike hits one of the pillars, and she was not supposed to, and she messed herself up pretty good during that scene.
Ooh, that's not good.
What was your fun fact? Because
The
I didn't say fun fact.
fun fact.
Yes.
The clock tower, if you look at it, the clock tower still has the damaged piece of ledge up top that Doc breaks off in the first movie when he's
Oh,
trying to hook up the cable again. That little chunk comes off. That's still gone.
oh, good.
Yeah,
Attention to detail.
it is. It
So,
fits. I
go
will get
ahead.
there.
So Marty succeeds in his mission despite his best efforts.
Yes, Biff and his gang get arrested, and Marty's free to hang out and enjoy the future briefly.
And he's like, "Oh, now I'm soaking wet," and then dries off.
Yep, his clothes dry him off.
Yep. And then we
He
see,
gets he gets harassed by a save the clock tower guy
yep,
who asked him to
which
spare $100 for it.
it's only $100.
Yeah, it's only $100. You get 50 bucks for a soda, and but it's been 60 years at this point since the clock tower stopped working, and they've been saving it every year from getting fixed.
That's right, because they want it to be preserved.
Yep.
So we get to see a little more of the future. I have fun fact here.
Okay.
we see that the Cubs have won the World Series
Against Miami.
against Miami. I have 2 fun facts here.
Okay.
Fun fact number 1 is the Chicago Cubs, up until this point, have not won a World Series since the early 1900s. It was 106 years. Hang on, let me make sure I get it right. From 1908, they had not won a World Series up until this point. It has them winning the World Series and breaking the curse of the GOAT. So the 1908 World Series was the last World Series they had won. There was a man who came to see the World Series, and he brought his goat with him.
Okay.
And they're
Which you
like, "You
could do in
can't."
1908.
No, apparently, because they're like, "Dude, you can't bring your goat in here." He goes, "I take my goat everywhere. My goat's watching the game with me." And they're like, "No, you have to leave." And he's like, "Fine, but the Cubbies will never win another World Series." And they didn't. They called it the curse of the GOAT. Fast forward to 2015.
Yes.
The Cubbies in 2015 do not win the World Series. 2016, they do.
Really?
This Back to the Future was off by 1 year.
That's interesting. That is fun.
And then,
That's why so many things are based are in movies like, well, when the Cubs win the pennant, the Cubs will never win.
right, what is that? That was Angels in the Outfield. Then it was the Angels.
Yep.
And then Florida got a baseball team in 1993. So Florida didn't even have a Major League Baseball team at this point. And when they did, they were called the Florida Marlins.
Okay.
However, in 2012, the Florida Marlins became the Miami Marlins.
Ah. So yeah, Miami could play the Cubs. What time of year does the World Series usually happen?
October.
Okay. That makes sense because we're in October 21st.
But the 2015 World Series was actually the Kansas City Royals and the New York Mets.
Mets suck.
No, the Met.
I don't care which one. They all suck. There's our Friends reference.
And then in 2016, the Cubs played the Cleveland Guardians, as they're called today,
Guardians.
formerly the Cleveland Indians.
Ah.
So there's a little baseball history to go with this.
Yep. And now we see Marty buying Gray's Sports Almanac
Yes, he does. And
because
he tucks that bad boy away.
the guy who was trying to save the clock tower is like, man, I wish I'd gone back in time. I could have gone back in time and bet money on that game because it's 100-1. And Marty's like, I'm going back in time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he can still do pretty good for himself. It's what, 1950 to 2000.
What?
The
Oh,
almanac,
the sports almanac. Yes, yes, 1950 to 2000.
yeah. So I mean,
Last
Marty
50
could get
years
right, so ish.
ish.
So what, 1985? He's not 21 until they have to be 18 to gamble.
Depends on the state.
I get well, he's getting about a decade to place bets.
Yeah, and you can rack up a lot of money in that time
Yeah,
until you
not as
get
good
banned
as.
for winning all the time.
I don't think it works that way.
I think it kind of does sometimes.
Vegas,
Yeah, but then you got to find bookies that'll let you bet. Like, you're not worth it.
yeah,
But what's fun about this book is it has a dust jacket, which is something that books used to have before they invented dust resistant paper.
that's right. Do we have dust-resistant paper?
No, we still have dust jackets.
Yeah. Anyway, Marty meets Doc, and Biff figures it all out.
Yeah, he's like, oh look, a flying DeLorean. I haven't seen one of those since. Holy crow, that's Marty. Basically.
Yeah. So mission successful. Time to go, and the almanac falls out, and Doc is like, "You can't do this, Marty."
That's pretty
And
good.
Marty's like, "I'm pretty sure I can."
It's like I was gonna do it until you told me I couldn't. I mean, is there anything stopping me besides you?
No.
Yes, me. Because I can invent the time machine to place bets. I've invented the time machine to travel in time. Let's get Jennifer and get out of here.
Yeah. However, because they just threw her in an alley,
And didn't leave her in the car just in case.
the cops have discovered her.
Yeah. Also,
And
we find out what happened with the whole Marty Jr. situation. That since he used the knockout thing on Jennifer, it wasn't fully charged for Marty Jr. to be out for the full hour they needed to be out.
right. And yeah, we see that Griff gets busted, so that no crime goes down, and Marty Jr. doesn't go to jail
Right.
forever.
Griff gets arrested. So do all his people for destruction of property and other things.
Yeah, which is great. But now they fingerprint Jennifer
They find out where she lives.
and they take her there.
Yep.
Nice cops. Instead of just letting her sleep her off, they take her home.
Yep. We'll just take you home. There's not a lot to do right now. You want to watch Jaws and 19 again? Oh, no. I've seen that twice.
Yeah, yeah. But Biff picks up the almanac, gets an idea. He's extremely accepting and calm about the fact that he's just discovered time travel is a thing.
He's like, so Doc Brown invented time machine.
Makes sense. No, it
Yep.
doesn't.
It does.
I mean, he's looking at it and he's like, no point of like, there's no big reaction out of him. He's just like, if anyone was gonna.
We accepted time travel. I mean, with the technology and everything, yeah, why not? We got flying cars. Who says they can't go back in time?
Sure. However, Doc Brown is the only one to ever invent time machine ever.
That we know of.
I guess that we know of.
Although, so Marty can't bring the almanac back with him to make money, but he can bring the hoverboard with him.
Sure.
He doesn't say anything about Marty throwing the hoverboard in the DeLorean.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't at all, does he?
Nope. And then Doc explains as they're going to get Jennifer that they need to get there before she sees her future self, because best case scenario they both freak out and pass out. Worst case scenario they destroy the universe.
Only ours.
Yeah, but possibly only ours. It might be regulated to this existence.
Yeah. Oh, good. Anyway, so we drop Jennifer off at home. They use her fingerprint to open the door and
They shove her inside. Well,
put her on the couch.
they take her inside.
Put her on the couch.
Yep.
I forgot where they commented how good she looks for her age.
Yeah.
Because she's supposed to be, what, 57?
Something like that. Yeah.
47? I can math.
No, 57. If she was 17 in 85,
30 years.
yeah,
Not
30
40
years.
years.
Yeah. Okay, 57.
47.
47.
But yeah, Jennifer wakes up and she's like, I had a dream I went to the future. Wait a minute.
Yep. Also, we get some future tech that kind of works. You can talk to her house via Alexa, like lights on, she says, and they come on. They use your thumbprint for the door. They have those thumbprint scanners that people can use for their houses.
Or their horses.
Their horses.
Yeah.
And we'll
And then-
comment on more technology as it comes up.
Yep. And then Jennifer's daughter is like, Mommy, you home?
Yes, Marlene McFly.
Who we just realized is played by
By
Michael
Michael.
J. Fox.
Fun fact, yeah. He plays both kids, Marty Jr. and Marlene.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think Jennifer had much say in the names.
No. But yeah. I was watching it with Rachel and she's like, That's Michael J. Fox. And I went, It is. I've never noticed that before.
Really? That's fun.
Yeah, no, first time for us. We're like, look at that. They saved money.
But Doc and Marty show up at basically the same place that Marty grew up, Lion Estates.
Right.
They live in that same area. And Doc and Einstein go to get Jennifer. They tell Marty to stay there because he can't see his future self, and that's just risking too many future selves seeing the past selves, and it's not good. And that's also when Biff shows up in the taxi, which was a $140 or $174.50 ride.
Not unreasonable for how far they went.
I don't think they went that far. They went from Hill Valley to Lion Estates. Marty skateboards that daily.
But it was dark by the time they got there.
Traffic.
So if your taxi cab is on a timer and you're
Yeah.
stuck in traffic from light to dark time,
That could be. Well, they got there at 4 p.m. So it say the whole Griff thing took about an hour. You're in October, so it's gonna get darker sooner. So maybe it's like 6-ish now.
that's still an hour in a taxi cab.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been in a taxi. I don't know how much they cost. I don't know how money works.
So we're back at the McFly house, and we get to hear all about. I guess, yeah, they're getting ready to have dinner.
And guess who shows up?
Marty.
Lorraine and George.
Oh, those guys, because they live right down the road.
Yeah, they're coming over for dinner. Lorraine brought pizzas, dehydrated pizzas that she's got to hydrate in the hydrator.
Yeah.
That's not a thing right now.
No.
Pizza looked good when she rehydrated, though.
It did look good. It looked like DiGiorno.
Yeah, and George had thrown his back out, so he was in this device where he's floating upside down. Um,
Makes it harder to recognize a face.
yeah, yeah, especially in the old age makeup, and he hurt his back golfing because that's what he does now. He's an author, as we learned from the first uh, movie,
Right, right, right.
science fiction author.
And we see the kids have their faces in their headsets.
Yes, which is pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean, they're not goggles or glasses, but
No, and they didn't foresee cell phones going in the direction they've gone either.
no little handheld computers.
Yeah, no,
And internet wasn't a thing, so they had no idea that was going to be a thing or social media.
true.
But
But
and
Marty
I do
shows up too.
and I do like that. Like he's like, I don't know what the house's name isn't Alexa, but it's something like that. Because he's like, I want fruit. He gets an apple. Goes fruit gone. But I like that. Like the technology isn't. It's there and it works, but it doesn't work great.
Yeah, yeah, because they've got this little fruit bowl thing that comes down from the ceiling. Looks like things are growing on it too, so it's hydroponic.
Yeah.
Not the
Anyway, Marty
correct word.
McFly Senior comes home. Old Marty.
Yes, and the ties are cool because he's got two ties.
Well, that was the style at the time. Remember? Don't you remember in 2015 when people wore two ties?
Yeah, yeah, it was they were a pain in the butt to tie correctly because you had to weave them. They had this little piece in the middle.
Well, and then they started making shirts with like dual collars.
Yeah, that weird little piece in the middle didn't work. Yeah, they did. I
Yeah.
mean, they didn't have it in the Back to the Future movie. He just had the normal collar.
Right, but it came to that weird point in between the two.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad we went back to the single type model.
Yeah, absolutely. For
Uh,
you younger viewers, listeners, we're making that up. That was not actually a thing. That's dumb. Wear one tie only. Of course, around that no, I guess I was like around that time people were wearing ties with tank tops and t-shirts, but that was earlier.
that was the '90s.
That was the early aughts.
From the '90s.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because that's when I started wearing it.
No, you didn't. That was like 2000.
In '99, '98, '99 when I got into high school.
So Marty gets a
I'm
phone
old,
call.
people.
Marty gets a phone call from Needles,
Yeah,
played by Flea.
yeah. I've got things to say about this, but yes.
Sam,
Well, for
take us through the scene.
we haven't gone to the third movie yet.
True.
But during this whole family dinner, we find out that Marty McFly got into a car wreck with a Rolls Royce. The owner of the Rolls Royce pressed charges. He busted up his hand, couldn't play guitar anymore, and kind of went on a depressive spiral that left him, as Biff said, a loser. The reason he got in the car wreck with the Rolls Royce, we'll find out at the end of the third movie. So I mean, it's
That's why I didn't see it at the end of the second movie.
yeah, um, is because he's in a race with Needles, who calls him a chicken. And for him to have anything to do with Needles after that seems weird to me.
I guess.
Yeah.
Um, it's more. But he works for him. He works with him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yes, but if Needles like, hey, guess what, you chicken, you gotta do this. Like, I don't like being called chicken, but this messed up things for me. So
No,
no,
Marty still hasn't learned his lesson. But like, I think of like, yes, he would have stuff to do with. Probably still have stuff to do with Needles after that. Like, Needles was probably like, oh man, I really screwed this. Like, let me get like Needles probably got him the job. Was felt bad. Try to help him out. Like, hey man, I get your give up on the music thing. Your hand's busted. Here, let me get you a job. I got a job. There's an opening for you. You're a shoe in. Let me make it up to you.
what of Needles makes you think he would do that?
He needs a fall guy.
Please. Uh, um, but anyways,
As we see in a minute.
not to get too deep into the third movie, but yeah,
So,
that's it. Just
but
yeah,
yeah, Needles has a business proposition for him. It's inside, it's illegal,
yep,
and he calls him chicken, and nobody calls him chicken.
no,
So he willingly puts his job on the line for Needles, and immediately gets a phone call back from Mr. Takahara.
yes, whom he was worried was monitoring the call like 5 seconds earlier.
And as it turns out,
He was.
is Takahara right?
I think so. You gonna look it up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep talking. Um, But this is one of those pieces of technology we see. Also see Marty Jr. doing it too. The big TV, you can do screen and screen, but also video calling. That's a big thing that people do now because of Zoom and
Nope, Mr. Fujitsu.
huh.
There are 4 famous Takaharas, none of which I know. So I don't know why the name Takahara was on my mind.
Um,
Anyway, so he gets fired.
he does. He even tries to pull the. He's like, no, 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 it was Needles. He was doing it. He's like, yeah, but you did it too. He's like, no, 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 I was doing a sting. I was gonna catch him. You know,
He's
I was
going
gonna.
down swinging.
He was like, I was gonna come to you and let you know that Needles was doing bad things, and then he's like, no, I'm fired. And apparently, he can send a fax to the whole house.
Well, all the fax machines he has.
Well, yeah, but they're all the same number, so it's here you go, and they're all powered by AT&T.
Yes, AT&T is very big in 2015.
Uh,
Anyway, we see that yeah, Darty and Marty and Doc were followed. Darty and Mock.
Biff's already there. Marty wanders away from the DeLorean to go check out things,
Yeah, no, my notes
and
are a little weird.
and Biff hops in. He takes off, and then
Yep.
Biff comes back. He's not doing too well.
No, he gets his cane stuck in the DeLorean and it breaks off and stabs him in the side.
So
Is that what happens?
kind of. It
Or is
doesn't
he
stab
just
in the side. He gets the cane caught and breaks it in half. But he's also they took it out of the movie fully, but he's in the middle of a heart attack at this point.
uh
That's why he's in such bad shape. We see him collapse briefly, but there was more that they filmed that we see that he doesn't make it after this point. But they're like, that's too dark. Let's just he's just not doing great.
okay, so originally Biff goes back in time and gives it to himself. He's probably got a huge adrenaline rush from trying not to get caught. I guess. I mean, who cares if you get caught?
Yeah, yeah. As we find out too, he seems pretty calm.
Yeah.
But
So
on
he
his way back, he
has a heart attack, and
has
so
a heart attack.
he's having a heart attack and he dies.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense because I'm like, he didn't hurt himself that bad with the cane.
No, no. But he got back. He's in the middle of his heart attack. He gets out of the DeLorean and starts stumbling away. But they took most of that out, and he's just kind of in bad shape.
All right.
Where are we at?
Doc finds Jennifer
Oh yeah.
and he's like, meet me at the front door. And she's like, I don't know how these doors work. And he's like, thumbprint.
Just use your thumb on the thing. It's like,
And
man, I
so
really wish I didn't bring her.
yeah, right. Liability. So she does.
Yep,
And she runs into old Jennifer.
she does.
And they pass out. And it's
Yes.
over.
Old
And
Jennifer
Marty,
says, "I'm young," and young
yep,
Jennifer says, "I'm old," and they pass out. They
yep.
do
And
not destroy
then
the universe.
Marty grabs her, and then Biff gets back. This is where Biff has a heart attack and dies.
Yep.
They should have kept it that way. It would have made more sense.
I don't know, but they're shoving Jennifer into the DeLorean, and Doc's lamenting about how dangerous time travel is. Uh, this could have been really bad. I'm gonna go. When we get back, we're gonna destroy the DeLorean. My only regret is I never got to see the Old West like I wanted to. But this is it. No, no, no more um, time travel. No more focusing on past and future. I'm gonna focus on life's greatest mystery: women.
Here, here.
Yeah.
Just kidding, honey. I love you. She
uh,
knows I'm kidding. We joke around all the time. It's what keeps our marriage interesting. I'm just gonna cut all that out.
no, you won't.
Yeah, probably not. But we're back in 1985, and they dumped Jennifer off on her porch.
Yep.
And it's obviously different. And Marty notices, and Doc's like, nah, it's fine. That, that, those bars were always on the window of her house.
I don't.
That car was always in the in the backyard.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember the bars at the window. Like, nah, nah, it's fine. It's good. We'll leave her here. She'll think it's a dream. It's all good.
Then they get ready to drop Marty off, and he's like, were there always graffiti all over everything and random fires throughout the neighborhood?
Like, don't think too much about it. We're back. I gotta go destroy this time machine.
Might want to hold off on that talk.
But yeah, Marty heads home.
Bars on
well,
his window too.
Marty heads to the wrong home, which is his home, but not his home.
Yeah, and he
Some
climbs in
light
through
B and E.
a bit. It's an honest mistake.
It was, especially when an hour ago you were leaving that house and it was yours. I don't know. Okay, for like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, it wasn't long. And you would think they would have gone back to the same time of day. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
so he jumps in a window and there's somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know, teenage girl wakes up and
Yeah.
screams, and he's like, "Oh no, I was right." And then her dad comes in with a bat, and he's like, "I'm just gonna leave because I'm in the wrong house." And the guy's like, "You're darn right you are." And he goes, "No, I mean, no, just no."
He's like, "Let me go. I'm just gonna get out of here." He's like, "Yeah, right. You're gonna get out of here," and he just starts swinging.
Oh
he's
yeah, destroyed everything. It's like a
he's swinging to
cartoon.
take his head off too.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna kill Marty. He's gonna bash first and ask questions later.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not even sure he's intending on asking any questions.
No, I don't. Probably not. This, based on what we find out later, this dystopian future doesn't have a lot going for it.
No, and so he leaves, runs out the front door, and we find out that it's the dad is yelling something after him, like it's somebody, one of Biff's men, trying to get him to sell his house,
The bank
the bank, yeah, something like that.
or the land developers,
Yeah, trying to
which I'm
steal his house.
guessing, is one of, like you said, one of Biff's guys, and I'm guessing between the three of them it would be Match, who's played by Billy Zane. Because when we see him, he's got the big cowboy hat, and it's like, "I'm a big old land developer."
Yeah,
Which, also fun fact, Billy Zane comes back for this movie, even though he's starred in, between the two, he kind of, his career kicked off, but they brought him back. He's like, "Yeah, I'll come back. It was fun hanging out with those guys."
I like that it didn't go to his head. Stand up guy, that Billy Zane.
Yeah.
Heard nothing but good things. So we find Biff's house.
No.
Okay, we don't find Biff's house.
We find Strickland's house. Marty needs to figure out what's going on, and he finds a newspaper.
Oh, yes, it is. There it is. 985. Not his home. Gets attacked and runs. Finds newspaper. Gets held up by Strickland.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, Mr. Strickland, I'm a slacker." Mr. Strickland's like, "I'm gonna kill you, kid." And he's like, "No, please don't.
I'm gonna kill you,
I just,
slacker.
I just want to know what's going on." He goes, "What's going on is you're about to die." And he's like, "That's unfortunate to be me."
Yeah, Marty's trying to be like, "You remember from my school? Don't you remember from my school? Don't you remember me from school? You gave me detention last week, eh?"
It's like, last week the school's been burned down for 3 years.
6 years,
Sure.
way before Marty ever got to that school. But
Yeah.
apparently, in this world, schools don't get rebuilt, and
No,
it's all
Biff
just
owns
bad.
everything.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Um.
Anyway,
But
Marty
yeah,
gets saved by a drive-by.
yeah, Marty gets saved by a drive-by. The guys hang out the window. "Hey, Strickland, eat lead." I'm guessing these were students 6 years ago that burned down the school. Now they just drive by every so often to harass the man.
Harass him? That's what we're gonna go with, to harass him? It's a little bit more extreme. He pulls out a AK and starts firing back at him.
True, but that's the world we live in.
And then an unfortunate fact is, since our airing of Back to the Future Part 1, James Tolkien, who plays Strickland, has since passed away
Yes, he has.
at the age of 94. So,
Yeah. So Marty runs. he, he books it. He doesn't ask any questions. He just goes.
and he stole his paper.
He did. He kept the paper. Um, and he runs until he runs into Red, the lovable bum we may remember from the first movie.
Who might not be so lovable in this movie.
No, he seems kind of grumpy.
Yeah, that's too
Uh,
bad.
but he's but he's hanging outside of Biff Tower.
Yep, Biff Tower. It's a casino. Bikers are welcome.
Yeah. Um, Fun fact: when they were making this movie back in the day,
Yep.
the whole aesthetic of what Biff is was based on Donald Trump with the Biff Tower, Trump Tower, big old pictures of himself. And
Nailed it.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
It really is the best tower. Believe me, I would know. Where are your facts? What do you mean? I said it.
Yeah. But we also find out at the bottom of Biff Tower. Oh, we find out at the bottom of Biff Tower, there's the Biff Museum. He's all in on the "It's about me, Biff."
If you're gonna lead into something,
Yeah. Uh, so we get a basically this is a it's a it's a cool way to do the exposition of how we got to this point.
it is.
There's a little featurette that plays that Marty watches that we learn that the Biff Tannen and the Tannen family is one of the founding members of the Hill Valley area with his great great grandfather Mad Dog Tannen.
Yep.
Buford Mad Dog Tannen. I'm sorry, you put respect on that name. Uh,
Put the respect it deserves on that name.
um, and then when he placed his first bet when he turned 21, um, and he won his first millions, and he just kept winning. He became got the nickname as the luckiest man in the United
World.
States because he never lost a bet. He just kept getting more money. He opened up a casino. He opened up Bifco, a big like power plants. He did a bunch of stuff, made a bunch of money, and was just kind of
Yeah, and he was smart about it. He used his gamblings to fund other enterprises.
yes, he got the money from gambling and then funded that into other things, and now he's uh, in charge of. I don't know how far his reach goes, but definitely all of Hill Valley is mussed up.
Yeah, that's the thing is, people win the lottery and then they go broke. It's like, well, did you invest any of it? Well, no. There you go. Invest some of it. Make you money.
Yes, I'm
Like if
I'm
I,
guessing I'm guessing his buddy Match helped him with that. We'll just
yeah,
give all the credit to Billy Zane.
sure. But like if I won the lottery, like one of the things I would probably do is I would probably pay cash for some rental properties.
Yeah.
So that way I could have a continuous income coming in. And then, invest some things to where you get high interest, different things.
Hmm.
Not just stick it all in a bank or let's spend it.
Spend it
Woohoo!
all right now. I need a boat. Do you need a boat?
We always need a boat. You know what the two best days of a boat owner's life is?
Yes. The first day when you get the boat and the last day when you get rid of the boat.
Yep. All right. So Marty gets knocked out because turns out he's not supposed to be there.
Yeah. Oh. Also in this featurette, we find out that Biff marries Lorraine in 1979. Yep. After the kids are
Yes.
born, but before the time travel incident
Before what time travel incident?
where they where Marty time travels.
Ah, right, right. Mhm. Correct. So Marty wakes up and he's in his bed and mom's there taking care of him. You're back in 1985 on the 74th floor.
27th floor, but
I guessed. I was wrong by a little bit.
you got the 7 in there.
Yeah, that's right. Partial credit.
And Marty's like, "What? What? 27th floor?"
And we see mom looks a little different.
We do. We do.
That's some pretty big hair she's got there.
Yes, that's big hair. If you notice, she's wearing that big chunky necklace too.
Yeah.
That hides the seam between her neck and the prosthetic
Okay. Good.
for the other add-ons. I can keep going if you want,
Oh,
or we can leave it there.
yep. So Biff comes in and he's like, "Hey, you little jerk, you're supposed to be at boarding school." And he goes, "One of me is, maybe
In Switzerland,
Switzerland."
because apparently Marty was the rebellious one. The other two are easier to control.
They just all he does is throw money at him.
Yeah,
He's got all the money in the world.
yeah,
I mean, at least he's taking care of the kids.
that's something, right?
I I I think Marty's the only one he doesn't like.
Because he reminds him of that kid from the 50s.
Probably.
Like, there's something about you I don't like.
That little, you remind me of someone I knew a long time ago. They just disappeared.
I thought George was my rival, but no, it's you.
Anyway, yeah, so Biff is angry. He yells. Him and Lorraine fight. They really fight. And then Biff is like, "Hey, butthead, don't be here when I get back."
Yeah, yeah. Lorraine threatens to leave, and then Biff threatens to cut the kids off. Apparently, he's got probation arranged for Dave, the brother, and then Linda's uh, basically would be swimming in debt if it wasn't for Biff. So
Yeah.
Like, I'll just let them float and do their thing, or maybe we'll throw them all in jail with your brother Joey. How do you feel about that? Ugh.
And then Lorraine changes her tune. She's like, "You're right. I was wrong. Must be all that
Also,
vodka."
also she's drinking vodka again, like the first movie before the
Yeah,
time change.
and she's really stumbling around.
Yeah. But yeah, Biff says, "I'll be back in an hour. You better not be here." To Marty,
And Marty's like, "Mom, where's George?"
"Where's my dad, George McFly? Stop calling that guy my dad."
Lorraine's like, "He's at the cemetery. What are you doing? Where you been?
He's like a grave digger, right?
He's been there for the last 6 years."
Yeah. Hill Valley Cemetery.
Yeah. So he goes and he's like, "Oh no, Doc, say it's not true." And Doc's like, "It is, Marty."
When I found out I came here, I figured this is where you'd be. It's also a stormy night.
I also put a tracker on you.
I invented those.
It's also a stormy night. But yeah, so he sees what happens. And if they figure out that yeah, George was murdered, they find out that Biff went back and did stuff. My notes are great, aren't they?
They are. They
They
get
found
back.
out that Biff went back and gave himself the almanac.
Yes, they.
Because Doc was like, "I found this in there," and it's like a huge chunk of cane, and it's like, you didn't see it until you were tearing it apart? Really? Really?
I mean, he wasn't looking before, but then it did.
Kick, what's this?
That's why I found it when they landed. Anyway, they're back at Doc's lab. We find out that Doc Brown had been committed.
Yes.
Um, George is dead. He got shot. And Doc breaks it down for Marty that so Marty's like, okay, so because the bag for the sports almanac too is in the DeLorean with the receipt.
Right.
So Doc surmises that old Biff got the almanac because the cane was there, got in the DeLorean, came back in time sometime, and gave his younger self the almanac, which is
Right.
why Biff was able to do whatever he can. And then Doc shows Marty a picture of Biff winning his winnings, and then he sees the almanac in Biff's pocket.
Right. How do they figure out exactly what date he went back?
I will get there.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
never mind. I remembered. Got it.
okay.
So,
Marty's like, let's just go back to the future and stop us from doing that. It's like, no, we can't go back to that future because that future doesn't exist anymore. Because the things that changed meant we didn't leave the 1985 to go to that future, but we're in this future because he draws this line on the map. There's a skew somewhere, and they're in this timeline versus the last timeline they were in.
I like that they explained it. So if they would have just stayed, everything would have been honky donkey
Stayed where?
in 2015.
This is a point of discrepancy
Or would it have eventually changed over?
because based on the map out that Doc lays out here, when Biff went back from 2015, that should have skewed another timeline, and Biff should not have been able to get back to that future.
Unless Marty and Doc were placeholders.
That's kind of the prevailing theory that since they're there from the past, they're kind of holding the line until things happen.
And once they move from their timeline into a different point in time, then they make the jump over to the new timeline. And the new timeline takes over.
Yes, that's kind of what people have talked about and determined that's how it makes sense. Because once their time pattern has left the future from that timeline, and they go back to the new timeline that started before they left, and now they can't get back to where they were. But if they had stayed there, it would have stayed fine until they left.
Right. All right.
So they kind of worked as temporal anchors, potentially.
Yep. And so Marty's like, "Well, I'm gonna go figure out the deets."
Yeah, yeah.
And
Doc's like, we just have to find out when this happened so we know how far we have to go back. And Marty's like, yeah, I'll just go ask him.
Yep. So he does. He shows up. Biff's in a hot tub with some ladies.
Yep.
They're taking a dip.
He is watching A Fistful of Dollars starring Clint Eastwood.
Great movie.
Part of the whole trilogy. There's a trilogy of movies Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. All good movies. You should check them out if you haven't.
I have not, but thank you. Anyway,
You're welcome.
and so he turns the TV off and throws the remote in the hot tub.
Yes. The scene we're watching when he walks in, though, is Eastwood's got a metal plate under his poncho.
Yes.
And the guy shoots him, and he drops it. He's like, "Look," and Biff's like, "Oh, bulletproof vest. That's genius. Look at this guy. He's amazing."
Yeah,
But then
that's
Marty
Biff.
turns the TV off and tosses the remote in the tub.
Yep. And he's like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "Gray's Sports Almanac." And Biff's like, "All right, you heard the kid. Get out, ladies."
Yeah, it's probably the only thing he could have said that would have.
Yeah. And he's like, then he brings Marty into his office, and he's like, "Have a seat, kid." And he's actually being cordial.
Yeah,
The nicest he's been to Marty.
yeah. Marty got him monologuing.
Yeah. Yeah, sit down. And then Marty does that. He's like, "I said sit down."
Because Biff likes to talk about Biff.
Yeah. And so Biff basically says, "Hey, yeah, no, I some old dude who said he was a relative of mine shows up in my car one day, hands me the sports almanac, proves that it works, and yeah, he gets back on this. He tells him exactly what day it is.
Yeah.
Same day as the dance. Convenient.
Yep.
I want to know how Biff knew how to set the time. Anyway, not that hard, but I digress. Anyway, so yeah, he tells him the whole story, and then he's like, "Oh yeah," and the last thing he said to me was, "One day, if a old guy claiming to be a doctor or a little kid, that's weird, or or some kid comes chirping
Hey, little
about the
kid.
Gray Sports Almanac, kill him." And
Yeah.
Marty's like, "Whoa, that's a little extreme. Let's not do that."
Yeah. He's like, I never thought it'd be you. He pulls a gun out.
Yeah. And so they run. Well, they run. Marty runs. Biff chases them and shooting.
Yeah.
And Biff, you're a horrible shot.
He is. Biff is a horrible shot.
He's probably drunk.
Yeah, that too. But they make their way to the top of Biff Tower,
Yep.
and Biff continues the monologue, and we find out that Biff is the one that shot George. Which,
Duh.
come on, but it's confirmed, and then it was with the same gun. He's like, "I'm gonna kill two McFlys with one gun," um, and then Marty gets up on the ledge, like, "Oh, you're gonna jump? That would make things a whole lot easier."
Yeah. And then he does.
And he
And
does.
this is the part that I brought it up during the last movie, but right here also, how many Martys do you think Doc went through before he knew to be there at that time?
Uh I know you. I mean, when we watched the first movie, I think you remembered you mentioned that.
There's certain times where Marty probably died, and he's like, "Well, let me go back to that a little bit earlier in 1985 and get myself a new Marty."
Yeah. Um. But with the idea of going to Biff Tower to ask him the question, I'm sure Doc was moving around to pick him up in a quick escape,
Sure,
right? You don't just hang out at the lab while Marty goes to the lion's den.
sure, maybe. Again,
Maybe,
how many Martys did he go through to get all this right?
maybe a few.
Because I'll bring up something else later. But anyway, yep, Marty jumps. He lands on the DeLorean. The DeLorean door opens, knocks out Biff, and Marty climbs in, and we go back to 1955.
It's like, Doc, guess what? You're never gonna believe it. We gotta go back to 1955. I don't believe it.
Yep, and now so they're back in 1955. Marty's got a tail Biff, so we can figure out exactly when it gets the almanac intercept. And Doc's like, here's some cash. Why don't you go get some clothes so you look inconspicuous? And yeah, follow Biff. And he gets some ridiculous clothes. He actually doesn't look that ridiculous.
No, but he's dressed. I mean, he's dressed like a spy. He's got the fedora. He's got sunglasses and a leather jacket.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And we see that Biff, so he's following Biff, and we see just how much of a jerk Biff really is.
Yeah. Briefly too, when Doc finds out when they have to go back to, he thinks that possibly this point in time is a time nexus, um, or it could just be a great coincidence. But um, since it's one of the first points of time travel, it could have been a time nexus at that point. But who knows?
Yeah,
That's when the clock tower died, so time stops at that point.
it's the catalyst.
Yeah. Um,
But so we see that Biff is going to get his car back.
yeah, and he's
Oh,
we find out he lives with his grandma.
I totally glossed over when it's story time. When Biff's in future Biff, and he's talking about like how he got the almanac. He's like, "Oh, I was just picking up my car, getting some work done to it."
Oh,
And
because I wrecked it. I rolled it during a drag race.
yeah, and Marty's like, "I thought you hit a manure truck," and he goes, "How'd you know that?"
He's
But
like,
yeah,
my dad told me before he died.
yeah. At this point, I was there. It was me. No, okay.
How'd
So
you know that? He points to himself, Calvin Klein.
you imagine what that would have done to Biff's brain?
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, we see Biff's really mean. He picks on the kids in his neighborhood, and he's getting his car back, and it's gonna
Yeah, like,
cost him $300.
it at the very start of that when he gets the ball, you're like, "Oh, is are we gonna find out that Biff, like, is secretly cool to the kids or something?" And he just makes fun of him and throws the ball in in somebody's patio on the second floor. Like, "Go get it." I was like,
Yeah,
"Nope, nope, Biff's a jerk all through."
Biff's just horrible. Yep. But yeah, so he gets his car back. It's gonna be $300 for the manure damage,
Yeah.
uh, which translates today to a little over $3,700. That's the
And,
equivalent.
Biff's like, "What? $300? Well, I mean, what? How much did you sell all that manure for?"
Good point.
It's like, "Hey, that's we had to clean it all out and do the things. That's no, $300."
Yeah. But then Biff sees Lorraine just as he's about to get in, and
Yeah.
he goes and tries to flirt, and she beats him up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, this is where we find out that, Calvin Klein asked her to the dance. Biff's not happy about that. He's like, "No, you're my girl." He's like, "Since when? I'm out."
Yeah. And then Biff gets back and oh yeah, when he was getting his car back, he's like, "Yeah, I cleaned it all out, but I couldn't take it for a test drive. I can't start it." He's like, "Yeah, I'm the only one that can start this thing."
Yep.
And it's like, "That's not the flex you think it is."
What does it take to start it? Like, you put the key in, you get a screwdriver shoved in one of the fuse slots, and
Yeah, no, that's no one starts this car but me. Good for you.
it prevents stealing
How many people are stealing cars in 1955?
enough.
Anyway, so he comes walking back after his failure with Lorraine, and there's an old man sitting in the driver's seat, and he's like, "Get out of my car!" And the old guy's like, "Why don't you get in?" And he starts it up, and he goes, "Hey, how do you know how to do that?" And he's like, "As far as I could tell, all I did was turn a key." But anyway, the
Yeah,
old guy's like, "Get in, we're going home."
and
And
if it's
so
if it's a trick with the starter or something, do you think the mechanic would have changed out the starter to at least get it going? But I mean, if he just said clean the car up and not test or anything, it's
he's a detailer,
yeah,
I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Biff takes Biff home, and Biff's like, "Hey, how do you know where I live?" He goes, "Let's just say we're related." And Marty's in the back.
yeah, yeah.
Forgot to
Marty
mention
jumped
that.
in the back of the car and is hiding under a blanket.
Yep.
He also
And
got oil dropped on him.
yes, he did. So anyway, Biff's in Biff's garage with Biff. It makes sense if you've seen the movie.
Yep,
And
there's
they're
old
going
Biff and
over the
new Biff,
details.
or old Biff and young Biff.
Biff and new Biff. Sure. Anyway, Biff's like,
Actually, I
"Hey."
guess you could make a case that they're both old Biff because we got old Biff from the old movie. Anyway, old Biff and young Biff.
So Biff's like, "Hey, here's this. It's an almanac. You're gonna use it and you're gonna bet." And Biff's like, "That's dumb." And the old guy's like, "No, no, check it out. It's legit." And Biff's like, "Okay." And then old Biff's like, "All right, you're stupid." Turns on the radio and goes, "I bet you $1,000,000 whatever wins." And he's like,
UCLA wins
"Yeah." And he goes,
19
"Didn't
to
you hear?"
17.
Sure. And young Biff's like, "Dude, didn't you hear it? The guy said the game is over." And then we hear the announcer say, "Well, confirm what old Biff says." And young Biff's like, "Oh, boy,
Yeah,
that's kind of neat." And takes the almanac and goes like, "Yeah, I'll look through it," and then chucks it in the back. And old Biff is like, "What are you doing? You
yeah.
keep this
This is too
on you at
important.
all times."
Yeah, and get a safe and put it in your safe. Wait, we don't have a safe. Get a safe and then put it in your safe.
Yeah, protect this thing with your life.
Yeah.
Um,
They get out of the car and um,
they lock it up, and Marty's locked in the garage.
yeah, yeah, and this is where we hear as they close the door that old Biff says, "Hey, and if a crazy old guy who claims to be a doctor or a kid come looking and asking about this book, take care of him."
Right. So yeah, Marty's stuck in the garage until Biff comes back to go to the dance.
Yeah, he's got a radio so he can communicate with Doc, and Doc
Sure.
has planned to was planning to stay near the DeLorean to prevent it from ending up in anybody else's hands. Um,
Right.
but he radios Doc and says, "Hey, I'm stuck in the garage. Come get me out of here. This is the address." And Doc's like, "Well, I can't drive the DeLorean out. That's
Right. So he has to take a bike.
yeah." So he steals a bike and drives that.
Yep.
Rides it, drives it. Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah, and then while he's talking to him, Doc meets past Doc. Future Doc meets past Doc. Anyway, the Docs meet. It goes okay. I think both Docs know,
Yeah, so they decide not to look at each other.
so they just both just kind of pretend like they don't acknowledge it.
Yeah. But yeah, then Doc's got to get back to the DeLorean, and Biff goes to the dance, getting Morty out of the garage.
Yep.
And Biff is listening to Papa Loves Mambo by Perry Como,
Great song. Yeah. Anyway, Biff gets to the dance and he almost forgets the almanac.
which would have been very good for Marty, but he goes back and grips it.
Yep. Then we're at the dance and Biff is shaking people down trying to find Marty.
Yeah, because he's not happy. The guy owes me $300 for my car.
That's right. Marty sneaks up on Biff. Then Strickland shows up and steals the almanac from Biff, which he can't. I mean, I was like, he can't just take the guy's almanac. And then later I find out that it's not the almanac, but you know.
Yeah, and Strickland's like, "Sports Almanac, huh? This is some interesting reading. It's mine now. Get out of here. Go to the
Yep.
dance, jerk.
Marty follows.
I hate kids."
And then we're in Strickland's office. And Marty is trying to get that almanac back.
Yep,
But
and Strickland's
Biff's
drinking bourbon.
being the principal of that school, I don't blame him. But but Biff switched it because he finally does get it, and it's like, no, this is ooh la la.
Yes, the Ooh La La magazine with the Almanac Sports, the Sports Almanac cover on it.
Yes, because Biff will be Biff.
Yes, Biff will be Biff. Ah,
And then Marty's like, oh no, Doc, it's not the right one. I have no idea. And Biff's gone, and I have no idea where he's gonna be. Gadzooks, he's about to get punched out by my dad. I always wanted to see this.
yeah, because the last time I was in the trunk of a car.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
Agent Marty runs out.
sees the hit.
Yep.
Everyone clears out, and he runs up to take care of Biff, and then steals his wallet.
Yeah, yeah. He's patting him down, and guy's like, "Hey, who are you?" He's like, "No, no, it's okay. I know CPR." The dude's like, "What's CPR?"
This apparently hasn't been invented yet.
Yeah, yeah. So as Biff starts to come to, Marty punches him and takes the almanac out of his pocket.
Then we get that guy who's like, did he just take his wallet? I think he took his wallet.
He just took that guy's wallet. Like, how do you not know that guy? Do you not go to this school? That guy's Biff.
Right. But yeah, so Marty turns a corner and runs into the thugs, and he's like, uh-oh. And they're like, didn't we just lock you in a trunk? He's like, what can I say?
I'm
Boo.
slippery. I gotta go.
Nice to see you, gentlemen, again. I have to leave now.
He's like, magic. Run.
And so he runs, and he runs back into the gym, and the thugs follow him, and the thugs are like, hey, how'd he get up on stage? How'd he change his clothes? I don't know, but we're gonna get him.
Billy Zane's line was great there. How'd he change clothes so dang fast?
Anyway, so we see that he's playing Johnny Be Good, and
He calls Doc. He's like, "What do I do? Biff's goons are about to jump me." We're like, "Don't let him get out of there." It's like, "No, no, not me. The me that's on stage playing Johnny Be Good right now." He's like, "So if they jump him, he's not going to get to the DeLorean and go back to the future the first time." It's like, "Yeah, basically." It's like, "Stop them, but don't be seen by anybody."
so he does. It's a quick problem, but he squashes them like ants.
Yeah, he crawls up in the rafters of the stage and then kills the guys with sandbags.
He doesn't kill them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dropping 3 sandbags on a bunch of guys isn't gonna kill them.
Knocks them out.
Yes, knock them out.
Which
'Cause
and
that's how
I
we
like that Marty gets off stage and he's like looking the thugs there and he just kind of steps over them.
Yeah. I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Yep.
But Biff wakes
But
up,
then, yeah,
and the dude says, "Hey, someone stole your wallet."
yeah, he's still there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's still there.
Sorry,
He's,
I can't go to the dance. I got to sit here and tell this guy that somebody took his wallet.
"Who are you? Do you even go to the school?" "No, I was just walking by."
Anyway, Marty's like on his way back, but first he has to watch, make sure that everything worked without a hitch.
I mean, he He's outside. He pokes his head in the window up a little bit to just make sure that he's actually talking to his mom and dad there. And he's like, "Okay, we're all good." And we see George, and he's covering his face and not looking like Crispin Glover too much,
I didn't
or
even notice. This thought
kind of
they
look.
used archive footage.
Nope, nope, new guy for all this stuff. And then Marty's like, "Okay, time to go." And he steps away from the window, and Biff is there looking at him. He's like, "Okay, you and me, let's go. You've been a thorn in my side all week."
And he's like, "Nah, not interested." And Biff's like, "Wait, what? What are you, chicken?" And Marty's like, "Nobody calls me chicken." And he gets hit in the face by himself. And Biff's like, "What?" Because he sees Marty walk by. And he goes,
Yeah, he's confused. It's very confused. But then he sees the almanac in Marty's pocket.
and he gets it. And then he really beats up Marty for stealing
I mean, he kicks him a few times.
and then leaves.
He could have done worse.
True. But now Doc and Marty got to chase Biff down. And Marty gets lowered down onto Biff's car.
Behind Biff's car, he's got the
Behind. Yeah, and he's being real secretive about it.
he's I mean, he's an
I know.
18-year-old. He doesn't have a lot of skills.
Sure, but Biff's not noticing.
Well, no, Biff's focused on Biff's licking his wounds. He just
Yeah.
got punched by George McFly. He almost lost his almanac.
Yep.
He doesn't know where his friends are. They just got
But
crushed by sandbags.
yeah, and he's
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 sad.
he's he's listening to the radio. He's checking the scores. And he's like, "Son of a gun, this thing is correct." And then Marty gets seen, and we get a tussle, a little bit of a tussle. The almanac ends up on the hood.
Yeah.
There's a whole big scene that happens. Anyway, in the middle of a tunnel, Marty gets the book back, and Biff
Yeah,
turns
he
around
does
at the
this
end of the
cool little
tunnel.
flip over the car, grabs it.
Yep. And then Biff gets to the end of the tunnel and turns around, and I don't know why Marty's just sitting there like, I wonder what he's gonna do. He's facing me and he's revving his engine.
And then Biff floors it.
Yeah.
Biff's like,
I'm
"I don't
starting to
care.
think,
I'm taking this kid out."
and the way Marty's kicking himself along, I'm starting to think that maybe he would have gone faster just booking it.
Probably.
But we're gonna do it for suspense. So there's a chase, and Marty's like, I gotta get to the end of this tunnel, cause well, I don't really know what happens next.
Yeah.
But all I know is I can't be cornered in a tunnel.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get run over.
Yeah. So he gets there, and at the very end, he gets to the very end of the tunnel. It's getting close, and Doc drops the ribbon down,
Yep.
and Marty grabs it, and they take off. Again, how many Martys did he go through before Marty made it out, and Doc knew to drop that ribbon down?
So you think that Biff was able to run over a few Martys before he got tugged off?
Oh, absolutely. I think he at least got one.
At least one.
Because Doc was probably like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there's Marty. Boom! Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Oh, I gotta get some for him to grab onto. All right, let's go back 5 minutes.
Yeah, but then you start getting Docs stacking up on top of each other.
At least one. I want to say, realistically, I would say at this point we've been through 5 Martys. I think there's enough instances of where we could easily be after when he grabs the rope. That's the 5th Marty between
5
the 2
Martys deep.
movies. He's 5 Martys deep at this point.
He's like, "Man, I really got to get rid of this time machine."
That poor kid.
He never saw any of these coming.
To be fair, I didn't either, but I have a time machine. Anyway, Marty barely escapes. Biff goes careening into a manure truck.
Yeah,
After he
we find out
just-
he hates manure.
Fair. At this point, that's absolutely fair.
Yep.
So Marty burns the almanac, and that burns really fast off of one match with all that wind.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Use some Boy Scout juice on that.
Yeah, little Boy Scouts helper. Toss down some diesel, Doc.
Anyway, but we see the newspaper changes, and then lightning almost strikes at the DeLorean, and Doc's like, "Oh, that's close. Let me just continue up here." And then lightning strikes the DeLorean, and it's gone.
Yeah,
And Marty's
yeah.
like,
Doc says, "Whoa, that was close. I almost bit the farm on that one."
and then Marty's like, "Huh?
Doc.
Now what?"
Yeah. Now what? I'm stuck in 1955,
That was my way back, and
and Biff is very mad at me now.
I was very mad. And that DeLorean's gone, and yeah, it should be right about time for me to go back in time. I can't just Marty, move over. We gotta both go.
Yeah. And then it
And,
starts
and
to
he,
rain.
yeah, and then a guy shows up and goes, "Are you Marty McFly?" And he's like, "Yeah. Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm with Western Union. We have a letter for you for the last 108 years or something like that."
70 years.
Sure,
Very different
19,
than
1955. Got it.
1855.
Right, but we're in 1955.
Yes. Or 1885 to 1955.
Yes.
70 years. And this guy is played by Joe Flattery.
Yep. And he's like, "We had a bet going to see if you would really be here."
We got specific instructions to bring it here at this time. I'm from Western Union.
Yeah. I lost the bet, but it's from Doc.
Sent the letter was put in September 1855.
Yep. So now Marty knows where to go back to.
Yes. He's like, aha! There's only one man that can help me now. Or the guy asks, "Do you need help?" He's like, "No, no. There's only one guy that can help me now." And he runs off, and we get a clip, I don't know, a montage of the end of the first movie.
Not yet. First, he goes back to and finds Doc.
No. So he says, "Only one man can help me now," and he runs off, and we get a montage of not okay, not the last movie, the previous movie. I meant the last movie beforehand, where we see the DeLorean going down the street, Doc sliding down the thing, the thunderstorm going off. We see the
Oh,
DeLorean take off in the ball of
yes.
fire, and Doc's like, "Ha ha!" dancing, and we did it.
Yes,
And
we
he's
see
like,
the end of the first movie montage.
yes, and this is one of my favorite parts in all of Back to the Future, just because Doc's so happy he's going back to the car, and you see behind him Marty running around the corner. Doc, 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 and he's like, "What? No, no! How are you here?
No, I just sent you back to the future. I know, but I'm back again. I was like,
I'm
"Ah,
back
crap."
from the future." He's like, "Great Scott!" and passes out.
And then we get previews of the next movie.
Yes, we get a trailer for Back to the Future 3, which, fun fact, they filmed both these at the same time,
Yeah,
or back to back, basically,
back to back.
back to back to back to back.
And that is Back to the Future Part 2. Marshall,
Yes. Do you want to go first since it was my movie?
you could ask you that every single time it's your movie, isn't it?
Probably.
Go. Go
Uh,
for it.
I like this movie. I mean, I really enjoyed the whole trilogy. Spoilers. Of the three movies, this is my least favorite. I do like the we jump around a whole lot more in this one. So we get more. We're in three different we're in three different time frames. I mean, it starts out we see current 1955 briefly. We see 2015. We see dystopian 1985, and then we see first movie 1955. So there's a lot of travel back and forth. Doc time travels like 16 times in this thing. So there's a lot going on. But I mean, it's a good setup movie. It kind of wraps things up. It moves things forward. It's a middle movie. It's fun. But like I said, of my three, it's my least favorite. But I still enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with it. I like the reshots they did of seeing things from the first movie from different angles. I like the aspect of seeing the future. Um, yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. What about you?
I agree with you. Of the three movies, absolutely my least favorite by a lot. The first half of this movie is really fun. Seeing the future is really good. And I'd say the last quarter of this movie is also really fun. The middle of it, I just can't. I don't like it. I don't like the dystopian thing. I don't like any of that stuff. I don't. It feels out of place for what the movie is. Like it feels, especially with them recasting Marty in the first one, because it made it too dark. The fact that they went so dark in the second movie just kind of bums me out.
Yeah,
Um, I thought they could have done it a little bit differently and cut out the awfulness that was Biff's world.
yeah,
And yeah, if you got rid of that, I think it would have been a lot more enjoyable of a movie. But like, yeah, Rachel and I, we had fun with most of it. But we're like, yeah, I don't. It was okay.
yeah,
I don't think it was.
yeah.
I don't think it was great.
I mean,
It's essential to go to the from. You need it to complete the trilogy because like you either watch the first one and it stands alone on its own, which it's as a perfect movie.
Yeah.
But if you want to go into 3, you have to suffer through 2.
I wouldn't say suffer, but
No, but you have to get through 2. But as far as like memorable, iconic, and enjoyable, and like I would go out of my way to watch it. Uh,
yeah.
for me, it's 1 and 3. 2, I'd skip if I could.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
but I mean, I don't know. I do like the future part of it, and I do like the last bit of it when he's back in 55.
yeah.
It just
It's just
it,
that middle
yeah,
part.
that middle they could have.
It I think the problem is they went too dark and drastic with it. Um, if it had been more like, I mean, Biff got a bunch of money. Maybe he's mayor now instead, and things are different in town that
Yeah,
he's going with instead of this Mad Max. Everybody's getting shot up all the time. More of he's a corrupt politician instead, or because at that point it's like, okay, it's not this total post-apocalyptic Mad Max feel world, but you still don't want Biff in charge as mayor of Hill Valley, or doing his thing and making life
right.
miserable for people in town. And it's,
And like the end of it felt super rushed. I think they could have had a whole lot more fun if they'd have done a little bit more time in the future and a little bit more time in the past, and the transition point being like they find Biff having a heart attack, or they discover the cane in the DeLorean,
so instead
and
of
like
actually going to a
instead
messed
of
up future, that's like, oh, what
it's
did you do, Biff?
they pick up the cane, and they're like, "Oh, we have to go back, and we got to go back to 1985." And Doc's like, "I have a feeling we have to go back much further than that." And then they go back into 1955, and then you spend some time like you don't know exactly when it goes back, but you kind of like assume
Yeah,
like, yeah, I don't know,
yeah. Oh, one thing we didn't mention too is
because have the date be up there, have
the
the date that he went back be right
yeah.
there,
Throughout the movie, though, the display is acting up the whole movie, and Doc's like, I gotta fix that because it's not reading the right times and dates.
right?
Um, but yeah, if you have that reading right, and you just have a little more in the future, and then the past,
Yeah, to where you skip the dystopian time and you realize, oh, Biff went back to 1955 to.
right? But they needed the stop off point to get Jennifer home because you wouldn't want to leave her in the future. And did you want her in the rest of the movie? It's a lot of stuff going on.
And yeah, and you could realistically like we can drop off Jennifer in 1955 and go right back to, or 1985 and go to 55,
Yeah,
you know, because well, Doc, but she'll be in a whole different, universe. Nope, it'll be fine. If we go back and we succeed, then she'll never have even known that she was there.
right. But she's got to get back. I don't know if she has to get back to 1985 for everything to change. She would have to get back to 1985.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Doc could be like, "Okay, we have to drop off Jennifer in 1985 and go back to 1955." So
Yeah.
you don't actually have to see it, you just explain it away, and then you have half the movie in the future and half the movie in the past, and you don't deal with that dystopian 1985 that just sucks the fun out of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, but those are my final thoughts.
Uh, yeah. So yeah, definitely, I'll watch it again. I have fun with it, and I like watching all three of them in an order.
Yeah, I do
It's
too.
been 6 hours. It's a good movie too to just kind of throw on and do stuff around the house. Like, I'm gonna clean. Here's Back to the Future.
Yeah, it is a good one for that. And you can walk into the movie and the trilogy at pretty much any point and have fun with it.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't like that middle part too much, and I'm it's like, but you walk into it like, Biff's in the tub doing his thing. The monologue's kind of fun that you listen to. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think it's time you tell me what's on the docket next, because it's your choice.
Yes, it is. And sometimes I like our podcast to be a little educational,
Okay,
maybe learn some things.
that's fair.
So for our next movie, we are going to learn all about the secret of the ooze with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2.
Fantastic! Yay! We're riding that sequel train.
Yeah, it is. Second half sequel time.
Nice. All right, that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Oh man.
Anyway, I think that's going to take care of today's episode. So, big thank you to all of those who have stuck through us and have been here and watched this episode or listened to this episode with us. If you, let's see. Yeah, if you want to get notified of when we come out with a new episode, hit that follow or subscribe button to wherever you listen to us through. That'll give you a notification on when we drop a new one. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can do so. Watchitbropodcast@gmail.com. Uh, we're on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at WatchItBroPod, Facebook, and Instagram under that same handle. Our intro and outro music is provided by my lovely wife, that intro being Blue, that outro being Orlando. And as always, thank you for watching.